Thanks so much for staying with us at 4:30. I'm Trishna Begum.
And I'm Casey Kantz. Fewer New Yorkers dying from drug overdoses, according to new data from the CDC. The report showing a 32% decrease in deaths from 2023 to 2024.
It's a part of a nationwide trend and one of the largest year-over-year drops in decades. News 10 ABC's Anthony Krolakowski joining us live in the studio tonight to break down that data. Anthony.
Trishna and Casey, let's take a look at this graph behind me here. We're going to be focusing on the black line. This is the total number of deaths from drug overdoses. You can see at 2023, that's where the peak was, at 7,000 deaths that year. If you look at the blue line, that's the number of deaths caused by opioids, one of the leading contributors. In 2024, that number had sharply dropped around 4,500. And we took a stop down to Schenectady to see how the drug problem there has improved.
Schenectady had 2 spikes in suspected overdose deaths back in 2023. About a dozen happened between July and August. The trend is mirroring that of non-fatal overdoses.
Our highest mark was about 580 non-fatal overdoses that occurred in a year, and that was 2023. In 2024, we dropped that number down into the 330 range. That's almost an overdose a day still.
What led to this decrease? Lieutenant Ryan Mashrone says it's the strategy by his department, the city, and county.
If you came in today and just said that the best that I can, would be willing to do today is just, receive naloxone, we can get you naloxone. Or if you want to, connect to long-term rehabilitative services, we can try to do that as well.
Recovery centers like New Choices, just a 12-minute walk from the police station, offer those services, including free drug test strips. Although the number of people dying from overdoses have gone down, the number of people coming to the center have gone up. Executive Director Laura Combs says that's actually a good thing.
One of the things that keeps people away from treatment is stigma, is people feel like somehow people who struggle with an addiction are different from other people, but that's not true.
And there's people at New Choices that will walk and drive the streets of Schenectady, looking to offer help and advice.
In a very coordinated way, people get together, they talk about, gee, I've noticed there's a person that's been coming out of the park a lot lately, and it looks like they're really struggling, or they seem like they've been intoxicated, and people will then go out.
Anyone in need of substance abuse help can contact the number seen right here. You can also go over to our website, news10.com, where there's more contact information for local groups, along with upcoming naloxone training. Reporting in studio, Anthony Krolakowski, News 10 ABC.